Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. Today, we're going to finish up uh, the exercise that we started in the book on Thursday. We're going to do another activity in the book, and then I have something I want you to do um, outside of that. We will talk a little bit about what we did last week, and then I'll talk a little bit more about Duolingo, okay? So last week, hold on, I have to share my screen. Last week, we talked a little bit about instructions, writing instructions, okay? And I asked you all to post your favorite recipe. I posted mine. So if you want to write out a recipe and send it to me or post it on Facebook, that would be great. I would love to know what you cook at home. So please send in your recipes sometime this week. And like I said, you can post them to Facebook. If you send them to me in a text, I'll probably post them to Facebook so that others can see it. And then we read a little bit. We did this reading about having a garden in your apartment. And the point of this reading was to look at headings. So if you remember, we looked at the title, which is Bringing the Outdoors Inside. But then we looked at the headings, one of which is Think Vertical, which means straight up and down, and Go Herbal, so herbs, things like basil and rosemary. And then we were supposed to finish checking off whether this idea was talking about think vertical or go herbal. So we did the first one together where it said expensive at the supermarket, and that was go herbal. So if we look up here, it'll say herbs are incredible little plants, but expensive at the supermarket. So we know that we need to check go herbal. Number 2 says hang them in the air. So we have to decide if it's think vertical or go herbal. Think vertical here says go vertical. Hang them in the air or put them on shelves along the wall. So we know that hang them in the air is think vertical. All right, a great way to decorate your home. Let's see which one talks about that. So think vertical. We already saw this, hang them in the air. This is a great way to decorate your apartment, and it's very inexpensive. So we can see there that under think vertical, they say that this is a great way to decorate your apartment. Now, I think herbs are great. So if you had also done go herbal, I think that would be fine. Save money. So here it says under go herbal, it said that they're expensive at the supermarket. You can save money and get fresh herbs anytime you want. So saving money goes with go herbal. So number 1, you'll find the information under the heading go herbal. Number 2 and 3, you can find under the heading think vertical. And number 4, you can find under the heading go herbal, okay? And it asks you a little bit about these activities that you like to do. If you like gardening, bicycling, or hiking. You can use that as a way to have a conversation with somebody in your house, preferably in English, but it might be a good way to just chat about different things. Okay. So that was from last week. This week, you're going to go to page 40, and it's going to talk a little bit about looking for an apartment. I know it's really hard to do that in Denver, and apartments here are very expensive. But I think it's pretty common now for a lot of people to look for apartments online. So these examples here, these two here, kind of look like what advertisements looked like when they were in the newspaper. And most people don't look for apartments in the newspaper anymore. Most of the houses or apartments are going to be online. But let's look at this because some of the information in here is really important. So if you notice, there's abbreviations, which means it's not the whole word. It's just a few letters to let you know what that word should be, okay? So this first one says sunny, small, 1BR. BR stands for, anybody? Bedroom, bedroom. So it says 1BR, which means it has one bedroom. Okay. Ooh, this is hard to write with this. Wish I could just type it. BEDROOM, bedroom. It says one bedroom APT. APT means apartment. Means apartment. Ooh. All right. 1BA, that means bathroom. Heat, INCL over here, means includes or included. So this means heat included. So like heaters or radiators, okay? Then this W means with. So it says with storage in the basement, PRKG. What does that mean? Everybody has cars here. So this is parking. PARKG, parking. Okay. Parking space, $700 a mo, which means, I'm sure you know this one, month. Okay, so we see how short this is, but this says sunny, small, 1-bedroom apartment, 1 bath, heat included, with storage in the basement, parking space, $700 a month, no fee. Okay. The next example, I think the most important piece of information here is AC. That means air conditioning. Where I live in Denver, it's really hard to find an apartment that has air conditioning. So we always, well, at least I always look for where it says AC, air conditioning, okay? So this says 2BR, so 2-bedroom apartment, 2-bath with, see, these are terms that I didn't know. I don't think they're very common, okay? Air conditioning included, $1,100 a month, available immediately, okay? So number 1 is apartment. Number 2 is bedroom. Number 3 is bathroom. Number 6 is included. Number 7 is with. 8 is month. 9 is air conditioning. And 10 is parking. Okay? So now what I want you to do is I want you to look at these 2 ads and pick which one answers this question. So let's do the first one together. It says, which apartment is near public transportation? So if we look here, this says large 2-bedroom apartment, 1 bath, heat included, washer, dryer, air conditioning included, cable included, no parking, $950 a month. Okay. Westview apartment says large 2-bedroom apartment, updated kitchen, near public transportation. So this first question asks, which apartment is near public transportation? The answer would be Westview Apartments. Ooh, that's a bad A, but Westview Apartments. So what I want you to do is do 2, 3, 4, and 5 on your own, and then take a picture of it or post it on Facebook, okay? So that I know that you did these. What I want you to do for your practice is to write an ad for your apartment. So if I was to write an ad for my apartment, I'll give you an example. All right, so say I was to write an ad for my apartment. I would say cute 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment in Capitol Hill. And then I would say water, trash, gas included, hardwood floors, close to public transportation, large kitchen. Okay, so that's how I would describe mine. Oh, and then I would say $1,200 a month. Parking for $75 a month. Okay, so that would be my advertisement for our cute little apartment that we have. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to write something kind of like this about your own apartment or house that you live in. So as I mentioned, not as many people do like post for apartments in newspapers anymore. Most of them do it online. So this is the site that I used when we moved to Denver to find a place. It's called PadMapper. It's really great. You can choose how much money you want to spend per month, and then the type of, like, do you want 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom? And then they show you a map here, and you can click on it, boop, and it pulls it up for you. Now, if you go down, there's normally a little description. So if you want some help on figuring out maybe how to write a little bit more about your apartment, you can look at PadMapper, mapper.com. Okay, it's a great website. And if you are looking for an apartment, it is a really wonderful website and I highly recommend it. So I want you to write a short advertisement about your apartment or your house as if you were trying to rent it to someone else. Okay, so include how many bedrooms it has, how many bathrooms it has, does it have a washer dryer, does it have a big kitchen, does it have carpet, does it have air conditioning? There's tons of things you can think about writing. So go ahead and write a little advertisement for your own apartment. All right, I also sent you an invite for Duolingo. Now, I know a lot of you have Duolingo already. That's great. All you need to do is sign into your account and then click the link that I sent you to join the classroom. I don't want you to have to redo everything, but if we don't have students recording hours, we may not be able to continue class. So it's really important that you do work on My English Lab and that you do work on Duolingo in my classroom, not just by yourself on your phone, in my actual classroom so I can see how much time you spent on it. Because we have to record that for the state, for Colorado. If we don't have enough hours, we may not be able to continue classes. So please, please, please do your hours on My English Lab and Duolingo. If you have problems signing on to my classroom, please let me know and I can help you become part of the class, okay? It's very important though that you're part of my classroom. You can have your own account, but you have to be in my classroom, okay? So that I can record the hours. I also recommend for My English Lab this week that you do Unit 3, Lessons 6 and 7. Those are the two that we just did. Number 6, Lesson 6 is all about reading, and Lesson 7 is all about reading apartment ads. So go ahead, you can do any other ones you want, but I recommend that you do Unit 3, Lessons 6 and 7 in My English Lab. I opened up everything until Unit 1 through 5 test. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different sections that you can do in My English Lab, okay? And we'll keep working through the book this semester, okay? So as a recap, finish the exercise in the book on page 40 and go ahead and do the exercise here. It's imagine you're going to get a new roommate, write an ad for your apartment. Join the class on Duolingo, even if you already have an account. I've assigned a bunch of stuff in Duolingo already. And in My English Lab, go ahead and do the lesson 6 and 7 in Unit 3, okay? If you want to do other ones, that's fine, but try to do those, right? So I hope you have fun doing this work. If you have any questions, please text me or email me. And I hope to talk to all of you this week. Enjoy the lovely weather that we're having, and I hope to talk to you all soon. Bye.